The second part of the haunting event is now live, and with this it added 2 new Easter eggs into the game, both of which unlock permanent rewards, one of them being a blueprint that lights up in the dark that you definitely need to get. So in this video, we're going to go over both Easter eggs step by step and show you exactly how to do them. They're both fairly easy, but if you are having any trouble, I am going to leave my Discord in the description. That way you can find other people to play with. If you want to see more videos like this in the future, make sure to unlock that subscribe button. Now, to do these Easter eggs, you have to be playing on one of these 3 different modes. You can play Zombie Royale, Lockdown Quads, or Resurgence, but it has to be on Von Dead, meaning I'm not going to recommend Zombie Royale because half the time this is going to be Al Mazrah. I'm also not going to recommend Lockdown because a lot of the times the areas you need to be for these Easter eggs are outside of the zone. Resurgence, in my opinion, is the best mode for this because right when the game starts, most of the areas are inside of the map and you're also able to respawn. So if you're trying to get these Easter eggs done quickly, Resurgence is going to be your best bet. Now let's move into the Easter eggs. We're going to do the chest Easter egg first. So when you load in, the first thing you want to do is land at this chessboard right underneath the museum. Here's the museum and this is the chessboard. The goal is to get the knight to get right in this position. That's when you complete the Easter egg. But first we got to go get the knight. The knight spawns somewhere in this area around the chessboard. I'll show you some of the spawn points I know. I've seen it spawn right here. Here's another one of the spawn points. Here's the chessboard, and if you head over in this direction towards these picnic tables, you can see it right here. Another spot I've seen it spawn in at is to the left of the ritual over here in this corner. And the fourth and final spot that I've seen the knight spawn in at is over here back in the museum. This is definitely the one that's the most far out of the way. It's in this corner right there is where it's going to spawn. These are the only 4 places I've seen them spawn at, but that doesn't mean there's a few that I've missed out on. However, if it's not in those 4 spawn points, just look around. It's really not that hard to find. It's a giant knight. You can't miss it. And worst case scenario, if you can't find it in your game at all, just back out and start a new game, and it's probably going to spawn in one of those 4 spots your next game. But if you do find a spot that I didn't list in this video, make sure to leave it in the comments below to help out other people. So once you've located the knight, here's how you move him into position. This is going to be easier without having teammates around you because only one person on your team can look at the horse. So what we're going to do, once he spawns in, you're going to look at him. You're going to wait for his eyes to lock on you. Now that he's doing this, he is following you. However, he's only going to move when no one on your team's looking at him. So if I look away and look back, you'll notice he has moved. Look away, look back, he's moved again. However, you can't let him get too close. If you look away for too long, he's going to touch you, he's going to flashbang you, and then he's going to move back to where he originally spawned at. So we wait a few seconds, he's going to spawn back here. There we go. Wait a few more seconds. Let him get locked on me again. There we go. Now he's got the eyes on me once again. We're going to look away and he's going to follow me. If you're looking away and he's not following you, that means someone on your team is currently looking at him. He will only move when no one on your team's looking. So we're going to take him and we're essentially going to move him right here to the chessboard. But don't let him get too close because like I said, if he touches you, he teleports back to where he was first at. So keep going. We're going to move right across here so he lands in position. Look away. Look away. Oh, this is kind of creepy. I like this Easter egg, but it's kind of creepy. Oh, and there we go. Now that he's in position, his eyes are going to turn green. Wait a few seconds. You're going to see all this light up. Praise the blood moon. You can come here. It drops a bunch of loot, including an advanced UAV. And the first time you do this, you're going to see this pop up on your screen. This means you unlock the hidden reward. And yes, everyone on your entire team gets this. This is what you unlock for doing that. It's the checkmate charm and it's pretty basic. However, the next Easter egg is even easier. And this one unlocks a light up blueprint. So now let's do the witch's secret Easter egg. So when you load into game, the first thing you want to do is drop right here at the graveyard. And when you're dropping down, you want to aim for this building right here. We're going to go ahead and enter this room here and you'll see an interact prompt to summon. Go ahead, press X to summon and you'll see the room gets a lot different. Now there's a lot of symbols, there's the flames, there's blood, and you clearly just activated something. Now we're going to head to the windmill on the map. So right here, this marker on the map, this is where we're going to head. Now this part's kind of annoying because any other team can steal this from you. If you activate the book and a team beats you to the windmill, they get the blueprint and you don't. But no one's made it here. You can see the windmill looks way different than normal. It's got glowing stuff all over the front of it. And it looks like a giant ritual. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead, open the front door. Wait a few seconds. Once we enter, it looks like someone's already taken it. But if you wait a second, and it just spawned in. There is the witch stick battle rifle for the SO14. The first team to come here and pick this up, that's what's going to unlock the blueprint. All you got to do is pick it up. We now got this. Everyone on your team gets it. It doesn't matter who on your team picks it up. The second someone gets it, you all unlock it. And you can see it glows pretty cool. And now we can add this to our custom loadout and use it in all of the different modes. However, if you get to the windmill after pressing summon on the book and there isn't a blueprint here, that means another team beat you here and they got the blueprint. You're going to have to back out and try it in a different game. It's pretty simple. There's only 2 steps. So even if a team does steal it from you, it's not like you really lost out on a lot. You didn't do a lot of steps. All you did was press summon on a book and then went to the windmill to claim it. You technically could just camp out in front of the windmill and let another team press summon, but they might not end up doing that. One of the strategies you can do to make sure you get the blueprint, you can have one person go to the graveyard on your team and another person go to the windmill. That way, as soon as they interact with the book, you can immediately open the windmill and get the blueprint. That way, no one has a chance to steal it from you. So this might take you a few tries to do, but it's 1,000% worth doing because you get to keep this forever. And this is definitely a blueprint I'm going to use in Modern Warfare Zombies when it comes out. Here's what the blueprint looks like on a brighter map. Not the craziest thing ever, but keep in mind it takes like 2 seconds to get. So I still recommend getting this even if it's not something you plan on using, because after this event goes away, you'll never be able to get this again. And it just takes a few seconds. Let's take it in a darker area down here, see if it gets any better. Does get a little bit more light up-y. And here's what it looks like with camos. Thanks for watching. And if you want to see more videos like this in the future, make sure to unlock the subscribe button.